For me, I don't think people talk positively of us, if I'm really honest. And I think if they're really honest, they would they would say they would say the same thing. Like, yeah, it's nice, but when we're actually around a group of you, we feel uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? I think if they're being honest with themselves,
Stop watching Top Boy.
yeah, like they don't. It's either they don't like you, or they just don't feel comfortable around us, and that's okay, because when you're around a group of people of other, you don't feel you don't feel comfortable. You're not going to feel comfortable going into a pub and there's all white people and drinking, and that's not your culture. You're going to be like, I feel a bit out of place here. That's okay. But I think the difference between what I see melanated people do differently to other cultures is they proper will invite others into their culture, like, have our food, man, join our festivals, listen to our music, da, da, da. But when you but when you do the same, that energy is like, you know. And I guess that there's a kind of shift in people's consciousness, and they want to try and do these things. But if I'm honest, I don't think it's genuine, because I think it's a systematic kind of pushing people together, and then the undertone is like causing more kind of friction. But yeah, I just think that a lot of these other races, they don't respect melanated people. And I'll give you another example in terms of like, if you respected us, you would allow us to not that we should be allowed anyway, but you would allow us to take up those spaces where we should self-sufficiently feed ourselves, or our own products, and having our own products and stuff. When you go up the ladder in terms of all the products that melanated people invest in buying, like hair and creams and all these things that we use, it's always someone else that owns it, because they know, or they believe, that we won't take ownership. And even those that are trying to take ownership in those spaces, they get shut out. So there's an attack on us in that way. But yeah, I believe that many people are scared of us as a people because of the power that we hold, and then just the power in our tone, voice, the music, dance, strength. Like, there's so many different things, and uncomfortable. They are very uncomfortable, and so in turn, what they do is project it onto us, and we make uncomfortability a reality.
Yeah. Beautifully said. You kind of said it all, bro. How can I paint this picture? For me, I'm not really concerned with what they say. I don't trust them anyway. It's an interesting dynamic for melanated people, because through many of us being conditioned by these, European programs and stuff like that, right? As a melanated man, I trust myself. So ultimately, I trust others who look like me. I trust others who are me. But at the same time, knowing about the programming and the conditioning, I can't trust a lot of us. Do you get what I mean? And that's us. So I'm talking about a mindset. The majority of these other groups have these mindsets. This is their way of life. This is how they live. So with me knowing that, and I'm talking about on a grand scheme, right? Africa's Africa. Whatever comes from Africa belongs to Africa. If we ain't in control of resources that come from Africa, if we ain't in control of natural resources that come from Africa, or anything that comes from Africa, and they won't allow us to do what we need to do, that lets me know what it is in the grand scheme, and it also lets me know what's happening at the bottom. And when I mean the bottom, I mean just with like white man over there, Asian man over there, Arab over there, fake Jew over there, all these other individuals and groups. I can see it within society that they don't fuck with us. You know what I mean? I can see it. I can feel it. I was watching trash TV, as I do, and there was this Puerto Rican slash Dominican. I don't know exactly what she is or where she's from, but something happened where she had a altercation or a back and forth with a melanated woman, and the melanated woman said something to her along the lines of, "Your child hates you." And I kind of think that she knew that it was true, but she said it. I don't know. This woman, this Puerto Rican or Dominican, she decided to throw a table on top of this woman. Monkey this, monkey that, monkey this, monkey that, blue monkey this, blue monkey that. Done the sounds too. Done the sounds too, bro. Bro, she had children with a black man. And this is what was coming out of her mouth. Now, for me, I've watched this trash show for years. I love it. Never seen anything like that. So I was shocked, but I weren't shocked. I believe that this is what the majority of these individuals think. 100%. It don't have to be monkey. Bro, I know that I can just love melanated people and speak about it on camera and know that melanated people that have been wired by European, Caucasian media and education or indoctrination, they'll kick up a fuss.
I don't want to love a black woman. You need to love everyone.
That's them, bro. Bro, I heard a brother say that melanated people are the biggest criminals. I could not believe it. In my head, I was like, you absolute disgrace. You're going to say that melanated people are the biggest criminals in the world or commit the most crimes. What? What type of fuck shit is that? But the point is that if you're looking for hate, look, melanated people were taught self-hate. We were taught to hate ourselves. We were indoctrinated to hate ourselves. So I know where that I know where that venom comes from. So I get that. The European man and the Arabs, what they done to us, Jews, what they done to us, fake Jews, what they done to us, yeah, they showed us where hate comes from. You know, as we've said, until we can actually be true to ourselves and to each other, there isn't no room for us to be around each other, really.